Okay, so this is Revelation Sight and Sound, made by the same people who obviously make Revelation Natural Art. The idea being that it makes things a little bit more user-friendly and gives you some really professional results. So, just very quickly, this icon here shows you all of the photos and movies that you've got in your library that you can drag onto this timeline here. All movies and pictures need to go on this line, shown by this icon. You can set the volume or mute the track by clicking on it or clicking on individual tracks once they're on the timeline. Okay, this button here gives you some music tracks. You can also add your own tracks by adding them, for instance, add a clip and find wherever your music is. Hang about, there we go, okay. And then we'll talk about these other tracks in a minute. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a very short video of pictures. And the nice thing about this is that you can just drag them in. Okay, so I've got a folder here with some picture, well, it's a picture of a bandstand. So I'm just going to drag it on by dragging it down and then dragging it onto the timeline. Okay, so here's my picture. It's a Victorian bandstand like this. And I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it a few times. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, because on this one, I'm only going to look at a particular aspect of the picture. And to do that, I can click here. Okay, so on this picture, I don't want to look at the whole picture. I just want to have a look at a little portion of it. So I want to have a look at these little fellas here, having a bit of a chat about the day. And I'm going to make sure that, there we go, that each, between the time it starts and the time it ends, it's on the same picture. So far, my video, if you can call it a video, looks like this. Okay, it just focuses on those people. Okay, and on this clip here, I'm just going to focus on this lad with his pipe sitting on the bench, and I'm going to make sure that it is, there we go, it starts and finishes in the same place. So far I've got 3 clips. One of the whole bandstand, then that, then that. If I want this to last a bit longer, I can drag it out, or I can shorten it to make it last for a shorter time. So there we go. So I've got 3 clips there, and all I'm using is a picture, but I'm making it look like a film. However, you ask, can I add a film? The easiest way to add a film, make sure you're on this button, right click, add clip. And if you've got a clip, you can add it from wherever it is. So I'm just going to go to Student Out and to a folder from last year. And I'm going to put a little video of a frog for some reason into my library, and you'll see that it'll pop up in there. There it is. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that on. So we've got a Victorian bandstand and then a frog. So now it looks like this. There he is. Here's the fly. Gobble. Okay. Right. Easy, isn't it? The nice thing about this is that you can just drag music in, drag titles in, do anything that you want with it. If you wanted to shorten this clip, you can simply do what you did before. You can right click it and you can trim left or trim right. If I trim left, there we go, it's trimmed all of it up until that mark. I'll click undo, and then say if I wanted to just cut off the end, I make sure it's in the right place, right click it, trim right, and that is as simple as that to edit that video. Okay, but obviously my whole video still remains here, so I can still drag in the whole one again, and I can just look at a different bit of it by trimming. Okay, right, let's have a look at something else quickly. Okay, so this is my Victorian bandstand and frog video, and I'm going to put some titles in. If I click on ABC, it gives me a whole range of different titles, fly-in, scroll-in titles. You can make it look like a professional film. If I drag this in at the beginning and just drop it, I can type all my text in here. Introducing the frog and the Victorian bandstand. It's quite catchy actually. Click apply. There we go. So far I've got my title and my bandstand and so on. Okay, if I want to add a music track in, I can either go to the menu of existing music, or I can drag it in from a folder. So here we go, drag it down onto the timeline, and I can either put it in the music or sound effects. Okay, and let's see how that plays. There we go. So it's as simple as that. The other buttons that you'll need to know about are these. You can fade clips in and out. So if I wanted to put a fade in between the title and the first clip, and a fade out after the final clip, it's as easy as that. If I want to shorten the music so it matches the end of that, then all I do is again just drag it like that. And if I want to change the volume on that track, I can do it over here, or I can mute it completely.